Hey everyone, after a long time of debating, I decided I'm going to keep doing these, so I hope you enjoy them. When I was 16 years old, I was very insecure with myself. I had a hard time making friends, and I was basically invisible to boys. I made a lot of friends online in chat rooms, mind you, this was early to mid 2000s. It was during the summer, and I was staying with my sister to watch her kids because she broke her foot at a carnival, and my two nieces and nephew were a huge handful for her. So I got to stay up all night and use the computer. I was pretty lonely because I had just moved from my old school following the divorce of my mom and stepdad, and couldn't really hang out with my friends for a while because of my situation. I talked to a few guys, even video chatted a few times, but it was all pretty innocent until I met a guy from California. He wouldn't tell me his age and wouldn't even send me a picture, but I got the impression that he was an adult because he told me he had his own apartment. He claimed his camera was broken. Totally legit, right? He had also tried to talk me into coming out to visit him. He told me he would get me a ticket and we could meet. He told me that we would have the time of my life, that we could do things together. He seemed excited about the fact that I had never been with anybody before. Anyway, after about a week, he convinced me to lift my shirt so he could see me. It took a lot of convincing. He was saying things like, "Come on, it's only me." Stupidly, I gave in. I didn't really think much about it afterwards, but I never did it again. I continued to talk to him, but when summer was winding down and my sister didn't need my help anymore, so I wasn't there at her house or able to use her computer. One day, about 2 weeks before school started back up, my best friend Amanda called me and said, "Hey, so I have a question for you. Why am I looking at a picture of your tits right now?" I was completely floored. For a while I didn't even know what she was talking about. I didn't even know what to say. I could only ask what she meant, and she told me that some random guy sent her an attachment, and when she opened it, it was me. The guy's screen name was the guy I had been talking to. She had also gotten calls from some other people we were friends with because they had also gotten the picture. Apparently, this complete motherfucker had hacked me. He got my friends list. My fucking neighbor saw the picture. I know because he approached me about it. He was really nice and understanding about the situation. He had a sister my age and felt really protective over me. But oh my god, it was so embarrassing. I begged him not to tell my mom, which he didn't. Amanda had to get into her parents' email profiles because he had also hacked her list, and somehow he sent it to everyone on her list. Her parents both had emails with the attachments of the picture. They never got the picture and never found out. We were able to keep it pretty quiet. The only people who knew were my peers. I eventually got online and found out about 100 messages from him. I finally messaged him back and asked him why, and he said it was because I hadn't returned his messages. He got mad at me because I stopped talking to him. I told him that he had ruined my life and all he had to say was sorry before he blocked me. He didn't contact me anymore, and he didn't send out any more pictures. But as far as I know, about 20 or 30 kids had gone to my school that had got my picture. I was glad I didn't go to that school anymore. But every time I visited, we went out around town and I saw people I had gone to school with. I knew that they knew. They would point at me and laugh. I was never more glad I didn't have a computer at home. I didn't even use my AIM profile when I visited Amanda's or my sister's house. To the adult man who tried to completely ruin my life when I was still in high school because you felt that I had rejected you, I hope that you got caught somehow, and I hope nobody else ever fell for your bullshit. I hope you went to prison and had all those things that you wanted to do to me done to you. I hope to God we never, ever meet. This happened to my friend when we were in middle school, maybe 8th grade. His family had to move out of their house while it was being renovated, so he was living in an apartment in the city for some time. His window faced across from other apartments' windows so he could see in. One day, he said he awoke to a loud noise, like someone saying something. He looked outside his window right as a man in the apartment across committed suicide by shooting himself. My friend, at 13, saw the whole thing. He understandably was pretty messed up after that and had to go to therapy. He is since fine, although we don't talk much. I still get pretty creeped out thinking about it. To witness someone taking their own life, something so devastating and personal, it's something no one should have to see.